Hi guys, Beth here from Beth's Journey, and I just wanted to do a quick video blog because I haven't done one in a really long time. I actually wanted to share something funny with you guys today. I went to the DMV yesterday, as I mentioned, and I read in a health magazine several months ago that it's really bad for you to stress out over things that are beyond your control, like short-term things like waiting in line at the bank or waiting in line at the DMV or when you're in traffic or things like that. And I tend to be the kind of person who gets really, really worked up about it. And I sit there like tapping my foot and being really angry, waiting in line. So while this advice seems so simple, it just said to tell yourself to stop. I never honestly thought to do that before. So yesterday at the DMV, I knew that I would have to wait in line, and I did. So I just decided that I was going to bring a book, bring my coffee, and just relax because there was nothing I could do to make the line go any quicker. So I got there at 8:15, which oddly enough is the time that the DMV opens. And by the time I got there, there was already 50 plus people in line. It was crazy. And I actually, when I got up to the window, I asked the guy what time people get there, and he said 7:30. So they come 45 minutes before it opens to line up. Anyway, so I just decided I was going to be positive about the whole thing and just, not get too stressed out. But it was actually a really funny social experiment because I could not get over how crazy people react. And I mean, I'm normally among them, but one by one, the people would walk up and see the line and let out this extremely exaggerated sigh and then stomp to the back of the line. And it was just really funny. So I decided that I would smile at people, which didn't go over that well because I think they thought I was mocking them, but really I just smile a lot. And so so actually it helped a lot when I was waiting. I didn't get too stressed out, and I was actually pretty amused because I was observing other people acting how I normally do. So this isn't to say that the DMV went smoothly because it did not. I got up to the counter finally after waiting for, I think it was close to an hour, and I got my DC license, which was good. But then he goes, "Who's Roy Klein?" Which is my dad, and I was like, "My father." And when I got my car back, I was right out of college. My dad co-signed on the loan because I didn't have any credit established, and I needed him to so I could get a good rate. So his name's on the title too, even though I paid for my car. And he asked me if I had a written note from my dad um, saying that I could transfer the place to DC, which I did not, and I didn't even know I needed. So it's just kind of funny because I had printed out all of this stuff, filled out all the applications, had every form of ID possible with backups, and yet it still didn't go well. So I walked away. My dad normally works from home, so I hoped he would be able to just fax that in. But it turned out that yesterday happened to be the one day that he was at a conference. So I walked back up to the desk, like literally on the verge of tears, maybe having shed a few. Because even though I was pretending not to be stressed, I was stressed, and like I had to take time off of work, and so I walked up, and the DMV agent was like, hold on, don't freak out, let's troubleshoot. And the main issue is that in DC you need a permit in order to park your car on the street, and since I was a Virginia resident, I never had one. So what he ended up doing was giving me a temporary parking permit until November 20th. So I just have to go sometime between now and then back with a note from my dad so that I can transfer those plates. So anyway, long story short, I just thought it was really funny to see how much control your mind really has over yourself. And I mean, obviously that's true, but it was just really interesting in that situation. And I do try to, when I'm in traffic or if I'm waiting in line at the bank, I try to use that time to be productive. Maybe not that productive, but sometimes I'll think of like meals I want to make or grocery lists or vacations I want to go. Or yesterday I did have a book, and I was just trying to zone out because it was first thing in the morning. But yeah, so anyway, just wanted to share that, and I think a lot of times it's really fun to hear the blogger's voice behind the writing. And so if this is your first time hearing my voice, I'd love to hear if I sound like what you thought I sound like or completely different. But anyway, hope you guys are having an awesome Friday, and have a great weekend. Thanks.